In the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis marks World Health Day with focus on healthy beginning. Police probe fatal stabbing in New Road, and new mobility coaster enhances accessibility in St. Kitts and Nevis. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, delivered a speech focused on the health of women and children, highlighting the importance of maternal and child health for a brighter, more resilient future, in commemoration of World Health Day on April 7th. Guided by the theme Healthy Beginnings, Hopeful Futures, Dr. Drew emphasized the crucial role that early healthcare plays in shaping the nation's future. Dr. Drew opened his address by inviting all citizens to reflect on the theme of the day, reinforcing the idea that the health of individuals, particularly mothers and children, forms the bedrock of a nation's strength.
Every strong society begins with a strong foundation, and that foundation is also laid in the health and well-being of our women and children. There is something sacred about the beginning of life, the silent strength of a mother, the first heartbeat of a baby, the promise of a future wrapped in the arms of care. When we invest in maternal and newborn health, we are not merely delivering medical services, we are delivering hope. We are planting the seeds of a healthier, more resilient nation. In St. Kitts and Nevis, we are called to rise to this moment with purpose.
Dr. Drew urged the audience to view every birth not as a statistic, but as a potential future leader, thinker, and contributor to society. He recognized the role of healthcare workers and communities in nurturing those potential lives from day one. The Prime Minister shared the details of the World Health Day events, which included special antenatal clinics for pregnant women, offering expert advice and hands-on care.
On Monday, April 7th, all health centers across the Federation will host special antenatal clinics from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pregnant women will receive expert guidance, practical tips, and compassionate care tailored to support their journey to motherhood. And on Tuesday, April 8th, our health centers will host newborn clinics, offering invaluable support to new parents. Information on breastfeeding, development milestones, and the life-saving power of vaccinations will be shared, giving our youngest citizens the strongest start possible. This is what progress looks like. It is not built overnight, nor does it come from above. It is built together, brick by brick, clinic by clinic, child by child. As a nation, we must never forget, healthy women raise healthy families. Healthy children become the heartbeat of a thriving nation. They are our continuity, our conscience, and our chance to do better than we did before.
Dr. Drew concluded his speech with a reminder of the link between a nation's health and the health of its citizens. He called upon all citizens to join hands in building a future where every woman and child is supported. And in other news, police are investigating the death of 60-year-old Iselin Pitt, who was found unresponsive in her home early Saturday morning. The incident happened sometime between 2 and 3 a.m. Officers responded to a call and found Pitt inside a bedroom with multiple wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A male suspect is now in police custody and assisting with the investigation. The police say items of evidential value were collected from the scene. They are urging anyone with information to contact the nearest police station. The Citizen Security Secretariat has also spoken out, expressing deep sorrow over the loss. In a statement, they called it a senseless act of violence that has shaken the nation. They noted that Nurse Pitt's death ends an important milestone, 5 months without a single homicide in the Federation. That's something we haven't seen in more than 20 years. Officials are reminding the public to stay alert and to report anything suspicious. The message, quote, "If you see something, say something." Support services, including counseling and community safety programs, are also available through the Secretariat. And in other news, individuals with disabilities, seniors and others facing mobility challenges who participate in programs by the Department of Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities will experience enhanced accessibility following the acquisition of a new mobility coaster. The key to the bus was presented to the Honorable Iselin Phillip, Minister of State responsible for Aging and Disabilities, during a brief handing over ceremony on Thursday, April 4th, 2025 at TDC Automotive Division, CA Paul Southwell Industrial Site. Minister of State Phillip welcomed the addition of this new service, noting that it allows for more flexibility. She also thanked the government of the Republic of China Taiwan for funding the initiative.
This bus, it's really intended to support and expand the scope of work for our ministry by allowing us more flexibility to transport our clients in relation to the ministry's programming. Thank you, of course, to the government of Taiwan through our embassy and resident ambassador, Michael Lin, for providing the sponsorship. And of course, to TDC Automotive, thank you for taking the time to source the bus, make sure that it's customized to our specifications. This is just part of the work that our ministry has been tagged with and mandated to do. And of course, to ensure that no one is left behind, we recognize that mobility and access and transport is one of those areas that we need to fill.
Vehicles and Sales Service Manager at TDC, Duran Merchant, outlined the features and safety and accessibility functions of the bus.
Some of the features include, but are not limited to, safety and accessibility functions such as an automatic passenger door, an electric step that pops out from that door that creates ease of leverage for persons who may not be able to step as high. It comes with 4 wheelchairs and 10 individual seats with seat belts, all equipped for persons who are involved to remain safe while inside. And it also comes equipped with a minor PA system for the driver or conductor to be able to communicate with the passengers they're on. The bus overall has handrails on the inside to assist you with moving around on the inside of the bus. Overall, the bus is actually very well equipped to handle your present needs, as I understand them, for the mobility and accessibility of the persons that you're going to assist, which are aged persons and persons with limited mobilities.
Funding for the coaster bus was provided by the Republic of China Taiwan. Taiwan's resident ambassador, His Excellency Michael Lin, said that his country was pleased to once again partner with St. Kitts and Nevis. The bus was donated as a direct response to a request made by Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, during a visit to Taiwan in May 2024. TDC Automotive Division sourced the vehicle to the specifications provided by the ministry and has offered a 3-year warranty on the vehicle, as well as 2 free servicing and discounted servicing up to 1 year. And after the break, St. Kitts and Nevis receives green climate funding for local projects. And Prime Minister Drew happy to see CARICOM region collaborate on fight against crime. Stay with us.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Here are your hosts for Volume at IGA Special.
Running April 3rd to April 16th.
Now, our Value Club Blue Tag Specials. Mueller's pastas are just $5.99 each. Banquet chicken nuggets and tenders just $24.99. Blue ribbon ice cream, $32.99. Essential everyday frozen vegetables, $5.99. Morningstar meatless entrees, just $20.99. Tide liquid detergent, $34.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals! Suavitel fabric softener, $17.99. Nipple pancake mixes, $11.99. Malt-to-meal bagged cereals, $17.99. All El Paso taco shells and tortilla shells, $9.99. The Colgate toothpaste, $6.99. Colgate toothbrush, soft and medium, $4.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart!
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends, who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we're redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim $600 in gift cards when you add internet to your postpaid plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
And in other news, the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center has announced the approval of 3 critical climate resilience projects for St. Kitts and Nevis and the Bahamas from the Green Climate Fund. These projects, collectively securing nearly $6.73 million in funding, will support national adaptation planning and climate-smart agricultural initiatives to strengthen regional resilience against climate change impacts. St. Kitts and Nevis has secured an approved funding allocation of $732,616 to develop the St. Kitts and Nevis Climate Smart Agriculture Project through the GCF's Project Preparation Facility, PPF. The PPF grant proposal received formal approval on February 14, 2025. The PPF grant will be used to fully develop the SKN-CSA project via the development of several critical studies, such as a feasibility study, environmental and social action plan, and gender assessment and action plan. Designed to advance sustainable agricultural practices, the SKN-CSA project aims to strengthen food security, enhance climate resilience, and mitigate environmental degradation across the Twin Island nation. The Twin Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is poised to strengthen its national adaptation efforts through strategic investments in institutional capacity building. policy development, and climate risk assessments, critical components for fostering long-term climate resilience. Formally approved on March 10, 2025, this initiative will be driven by the Building Resilience through National Adaptation Planning in St. Kitts and Nevis project, which has successfully secured $2.998 million in funding. Meanwhile, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew is happy to see CARICOM nations unite in the fight against crime. St. Kitts and Nevis recently played host to the Regional Security System Council of Ministers at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Dr. Drew, speaking in his capacity as chairman of the RSS, says the presence of ministers and security officials at the conference shows our regional partners are committed to the fight against crime in the region.
So the RSS has been doing that tremendously, and we are very appreciative of that. So to see that we can collaborate to protect our borders is very important. Why? We can't protect our borders alone. We need to collaborate with all of the other nations who have influence on our border system. I would say St. Martin, West Virgin Islands, the other regional, partners, that we have to collaborate and work together and partner to protect each of us. That is fundamental. So we need each other to protect each other's borders.
Prime Minister Drew, who is also the Minister of National Security for the Federation, hopes the discussions can lead to further improvement in the regional security system.
So at the end of the discussion, I'm seeking to see that we can formulate strategies and tactics. We can collaborate more and come up with practical solutions to the challenges that we are facing. But not only to be reactive, but to be proactive and to make sure we stay ahead of the game and to really cement a little bit more the public health approach to deal with issues of crime and violence. I think that has to be taken on as one of the fundamental aspects in which, by which we will deal with the issues of crime and violence in the region. So at the end of
the meeting included delegates from fellow RSS members Guyana, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And coming up in regional news, Dominican Republic ramps up security at Haiti border. Stay with us.
It's the sale you've been waiting for, happening now. Discounts galore at your favorite Hosford store. Hosford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley's Furniture Home Store, Hosford's Building and Nevis Centers, and Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories. Get ready for discounts galore. Store discounts, big discounts, small discounts, VAT discounts, and more. We're slashing prices with at least 4% VAT off and up to 20% off store-wide on furniture, appliances, auto parts, building materials, and hardware, and so much more. Discounts galore across all Hosford stores. And that's not all. Customer discounts and even Value Club member savings mean the deals just keep getting better. Whether you're upgrading your home, tackling your next project, or fixing your ride, Hosford has you covered. Take advantage of the discounts galore at all Hosford stores today. At Hosford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley's Furniture Home Store, Hosford's Building and Nevis Centers, and Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories. Hurry in! These offers won't last long. Don't miss out on the biggest savings of the year. Visit any Hosford store now and start saving with discounts galore in every store. Big deals, big savings, and more. Terms and conditions apply. Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends. So we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim $600 in gift cards when you add internet to your postpaid plan today.
On the regional scene, Dominican Republic President Luis Abinader has announced stricter border security measures in response to the ongoing crisis in Haiti, where gang violence and instability have displaced over 1 million people. In a national address on Sunday, Abinader stated the deployment of 1,500 additional troops to the Haitian border, adding to the existing 9,500. This move is part of his broader strategy to curb irregular migration, a key issue in his re-election campaign. Abinader also approved the extension of the border wall, which will add 13 kilometers to the existing 54 kilometers. Legal reforms are being proposed to impose harsher penalties on those facilitating illegal entry. This decision comes amid escalating violence in Haiti, where gangs control much of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Despite a Kenyan peacekeeping forces presence, violence continues to rise, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. The Dominican Republic has deported thousands of Haitians weekly, a practice criticized by human rights groups. Abinader maintains his tough stance, urging greater international support while defending his policies as vital for national security. Meanwhile, a 33-year-old man from Phase 5 Beetham Gardens in Trinidad was found dead on Sunday night, shortly after he was accused of stabbing another resident from the same community. The deceased has been identified as Keston Thomas of Phase 5 Beetham Gardens. According to police reports, around 7 p.m., officers at the Besson Street Police Station received a report of a wounding incident. It was alleged that a 51-year-old man of Phase 5 Beetham had been stabbed multiple times by a mentally ill man from the area. The injured man was taken to the Mount Hope General Hospital by a 61-year-old woman from the area. His condition was not disclosed as he was immediately taken to the operating theater, and police were unable to obtain a medical report at that time. Following the stabbing, the suspect reportedly fled the scene. A short time later, residents heard several explosions, and upon investigating, they found Thomas's body lying on the ground. He appeared to have been shot multiple times. One of the wounds, police said, had almost severed Thomas's right leg by the knee. The police and emergency health services were notified, and officers from the Port-au-Prince division responded. However, by the time of their arrival, Thomas had succumbed to his injuries. They believe Thomas may have been killed elsewhere and his body dumped at the location. Police say a single round of 5.56 ammunition was also recovered, a considerable distance south of the scene. And coming up, death toll rises from weekend storms in the U.S. We'll have the details when we return.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you, always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you, right here till the very end.
On the international scene, at least 20 people have died from flash flooding and tornado damage that swept across multiple states in the Midwestern and southern parts of the U.S. over the weekend. Half of the reported deaths, which included children and elderly people in Tennessee. 3 were in Missouri. 2 people died in Kentucky, while Indiana, Mississippi, Georgia, and Arkansas have also reported deaths from the storm. The fierce weather has caused rivers to swell, and on Sunday, the National Weather Service warned that dozens of locations would reach, quote, major flood stage even as the rain slows. The storm is expected to move towards the southeast Atlantic coast on Monday. U.S. President Donald Trump talked about the Russia-Ukraine peace process and the Middle East ceasefire talks as he spoke to reporters on board Air Force One on Sunday. He said his government is currently talking to Russia and that they would, like him, Russian President Vladimir Putin, to stop. It's a horrible thing that should have never started. It would have never started if I were president 100%, he added. Separately, Trump commented on Gaza ceasefire discussions, saying that, quote, there's a lot of things going on with the Middle East right now that have to be silenced, without specifying what. Trump on Monday will meet with Netanyahu for the second time since he began his latest term in January. Netanyahu said they would discuss the war and the new 17% tariff imposed on Israel, part of a sweeping global decision by the U.S. The U.S., a mediator in ceasefire efforts along with Egypt and Qatar, had expressed support for Israel's resumption of the war last month. And up next in sports, Sugar Boys 3x3 team finishes 9th in Guyana tournament. And Whipper pleased with outcome for Raymond Reefer and John Campbell. Stay with us.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
First up in sports, the Sugar Boys 3x3 basketball team finished a credible 9th at the just concluded One Guyana 3x3 Quest tournament held over the weekend. The team of Nashon Maynard, Cecil James, Leroy Wilkinson, and Tiquan Rogers created history when they claimed the Federation's first ever victory in international competition by defeating the British Virgin Islands elites by 13 points to 11. The Sugar Boys went on to record 2 further victories in the tournament by defeating the Untouchables of Guyana 17-16 and Ball So Hard from Mexico by 21-10. However, their participation in the competition ended at the quarterfinal stage when they were defeated by a final of 21-15 at the hands of Distrito Nacional of the Dominican Republic. Congratulations to the Sugar Boys team on their performance. And in other sports-related news, the West Indies Players Association, or WIPA, is pleased with and welcomes the positive outcomes of recent disciplinary matters involving 2 of our members, Mr. Raymond Reefer and Mr. John Campbell. Raymond Reefer has been fully cleared of all charges by the Disciplinary Committee of Cricket West Indies, or CWI, relating to the Super 50 Cup final. We commend the fairness and transparency of the process and are satisfied that justice has prevailed, the statement stated. It continued, "We are also pleased that CWI has officially withdrawn the penalty imposed on John Campbell following a review by an independent tribunal. This is a welcome development and one that aligns with WIPA's long-standing view that Mr. Campbell deserved a fair and just resolution. We are pleased that he continues to contribute meaningfully to the game." End quote. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis marks World Health Day with focus on healthy beginning. Police probe fatal stabbing in New Road, and new mobility coaster enhances accessibility in St. Kitts and Nevis. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.